what's up, Gmarian? My name is Wilbur H. De La Torre, all the way from Group 2. And today's video, guys, we're gonna tackle about the physical self, material self, political self, and last but not the least, the digital self. At bago tayo magsisimula, guys, don't forget to like, share, and syempre subscribe sa channel para maging updated po kayo sa mga educational vlog kagaya nito. So let's go, let's start. And 3, 2, 1.
One, two, three.
Hi everyone! So we're here to discuss about the physical self. So what is physical? When we hear about it, we must think about physical appearance, right? So for you, how do you define beauty? How do you find a man or a woman attractive? And are you really trying hard to impress people around you? So in this video, we will answer all of these questions, and I hope you will really enjoy this video.
The physical self has been shown to be an important contributor to overacting global perception of self-worth and multidimensional hierarchical models of self-esteem. Facts 1997. By improving your physical health, you will be able to maintain your mental health much better, and therefore, you may be more effective in supporting someone you care about. Exercising regularly and taking good care of your face and body is an important part of staying both physical and mentally healthy. Now, there are activities that can be related to physical self.
Hi guys! So it's time for skincare routine.
First, I'm gonna bond my hair. Then, I'm gonna wash my face with this soap. Now, after washing your face with the soap, you need to wipe your face with a clean towel. So, these are the things that I use for my skincare. Not sponsored. The toner, cream, cotton, and sleeping gel mask. Now it's time to put them on. Ta-da! So, I have just done with my skincare routine. So, thank you for watching!
standards of the society is so high when it comes to beauty and physical appearance. That's why people tend to build a lot of insecurities within themselves. So how do we really define beauty? So for me, beauty is not just having a good physical appearance or good looks, but having a warm and decent heart. Being beautiful is also knowing that you are imperfect, loving yourself and accepting yourself no matter how imperfect you are. So if you really want to see and define beauty, well, loving yourself.
A man and a woman can be attractive when they are being true to themselves, knowing that they are not perfect. In this world, many of us trying to become a person that we are not supposed to be, just to meet our satisfaction and to connect with society's trend. Being attractive means accepting your own mistakes and make that mistake as your guidance and lesson to become a better version of you. And lastly, being attractive doesn't only mean about physical appearance, but remember, being attractive is when you can offer to everyone and show to everyone your purest smile and heart. That will be all. Thank you.
I'm not trying hard to impress the people that surround me, but instead, I'm trying my best to show them my true self. I want them to admire and love me for the goodness of my heart and soul, not because of my looks or the quantity of my intelligence. Because I believe that true beauty comes from the pretty mind, pretty heart, and most importantly, a beautiful soul.
At yun na nga yung physical self. Ngayon naman, pupunta tayo sa material self. Okay? Mr. Ball, ikaw na bahala nito. 3, 2, 1.
Hello guys! In this video, we're going to discuss about the material self.
Drop it hard with the Halloween.
Actually, we are living in a world of sales and shopping spree. We are surrounded by supermarkets and malls in which we can buy our daily needs or what we want to buy. Part of us want to have a product. Each of us have own desire to have that kind of product. And what make us want to have all of these products are connected of who we are. What we want to have and already possess is related to ourselves. According to Bilk, 1988, he stated that we regard our possessions as part of ourselves. A Harvard psychologist in the late 19th century, William James, wrote in his book, The Principles of Psychology, in that understanding the self can be examined through its different components. He described this component as: first, its constituents, material self, social self, spiritual self, and the pure ego. Second is the feelings and emotions they arouse, self-feelings. Third, the actions to which they prompt, self-seeking and self-perception. Here we go to the four aspects of material self. The innermost part of our body is the material self. Intentionally, we are investing to our body. We are directly attached to this commodity that we cannot live without. We strive hard to make sure that this body functions well and good. The fabric and style of the clothes we wear brings sensations to the body to which directly affect our attitudes and behavior. Thus, clothes are placed in the second hierarchy of material self. Clothing is a form of self-expression.
Why you still looking at me?
Our parents and siblings hold another great important part of ourselves. What they do or become affect us. When an immediate family member dies, part of ourselves dies too. In their failures, we are put to shame or guilt. Home is where our heart is. It is the nearest nest of our selfhood. Our experience inside the home were recorded and marked on particular parts and things in our home. If only wall can speak, the home is an extension of self, because in it we can directly connect ourselves.
And that is material self. So thank you Mr. Ball sa pagpapaintindi sa amin kung anong material self. Na hindi na natin patatagalin. Proceed na tayo sa political self in 3, 2, 1.
Catch 'em all.
In this part of the video, we will be discussing about political identity and being a Filipino. So first, let us identify what is politics. In the year 1998, Kendall defined politics as a social institution through which power is acquired and exercised by people in the groups. It serves as a mechanism by which individuals develop power and understand proper functioning of a democracy. Next, we will be defining political self. So what is political self? It constitutes knowledge about the constitution, government, and governance. It also exemplifies the ideals and aspirations of the people, embodies the rules and principles of the states, and determines the status and power of the people. Often defined as citizenship, political self and identity. According to Maria Serena Jokno in the year 1997, political self and identity are developed through socialization, through the ways of people learn the knowledge, norms, values, motives, and roles appropriate to their positions in a group or community. Through social interaction, people learn the status, duties, rights, and power necessary to interact successfully with the people in the group and community. The political self is influenced and modified by the comments, opinions, and suggestions of the people.
Family. The family has a hierarchical structure through hierarchy of positions, status, and power. Example, father acts as a leader and establishes rules to maintain order in the family. The school's responsibility is to teach moral, spiritual, and political values that will help the students to become patriotic and morally upright citizens. The school is similar to family, where the teacher acts as the leader in the classroom that sets the rules and regulation to maintain order in class. personality. Filipinos have a habit of smiling and laughing a lot. Smiling has been strategy for many Filipinos. Maintaining positive outlook after calamities like Bagyong Ulysses.
Self-sacrifice is sacrificing what you want so that other people can have it. It is just like sacrificing your own happiness for the sake of everyone. The bayanihan is a Filipino custom derived from a Filipino word bayan, which means nation, town, or community. The term bayanihan itself literally means being in a bayan, which refers to the spirits of communal unity, work, and cooperation to achieve a particular goal.
Crab mentality. Ito yung mga personalidad or personality na kapag hindi ko nakuha yung gusto ko, hindi mo rin dapat makuha yung gusto mo. Halimbawa nito, kung napapansin nyo yung mga alimango sa palengke, kung nasa lalagyan sila, example, square na lalagyan, nagpapatong-patong yan sila. Pagkatapos, pag meron ng isang nasa dulo, hihilahin niya ng isa. Kaya tinawag itong crab mentality. Ningas Kugon. Pag sinabi nating Ningas Kugon, ito yung mga personality or personalidad na pang-intro lang. Halimbawa nito is ganito. Magaling ka sa simula. Pero, pag hindi mo na kaya or kinakaya, sumusuko ka na. Yan yung Migas Kugon.
In the anthology of Damiana L. Eugenio, she classified proverbs into 6 categories. First, proverbs expressing a general attitude towards life and the laws that govern life. Example, walang ligaya sa lupa na didinilig ng luha, which is in English, there is no earthly joy that is not watered with tears. Second category is ethical proverbs recommending certain virtues and condemning certain vices. Example, walang utang na di pinagbayaran, which is in English, no debt remains unpaid. Third category is proverbs expressing a system of values. For example, ang batang tamad ay katulad ng mabahong karne. In English, a young man is like foul-smelling meat. Fourth, proverbs expressing general truths and observation about life and human nature. Example, huli man at magaling ay naihahabol din. In English, a good thing is never too late. Fifth category is humorous proverbs. Example, kay tagal na nindahan, kabili-bili, balindang. In English, after shopping for a long time, he ended up with a poor purchase. Lastly, the sixth proverbs is miscellaneous proverbs. Example, it is better to go home and weave a net than to stay on the shore and watch the fish.
Superstitions, influenced by beliefs from their culture that passes down from generation. Sometimes, maybe according to their own experience. Bawal magwalis kapag gabi. Avoid taking picture in trees as one in the center will die. Bawal magsuot ng pula kapag may burol or sa patay. Now, let's go to the myths and legends from a particular region and culture. Examples. Dragang Mayon is the heroine that appears in the legend of Mount Mayon in Albay, Philippines. Lamang is the hero of the most popular Philippine folk epics from the Ilocos region. Heroes, they sacrifice their lives for the sake of our country's freedom and progress. Like Manuel L. Quezon, Andres Bonifacio, and of course, Jose Rizal. Icons is the person who is admired and idealized for their courage, like Manny Pacquiao sa larangan ng boxing, Lea Salonga, and Pia Wurtzbach. Sila yung tinatawag nating mga Lodi.
Filipinos were true to our promises and our will to gain freedom because of the lively past of our country. We've looked at all options for the accomplishment and preservation of certain ideals and characteristics.
And that was the political self. Ito, last na to, but not the least, the digital self. Let's go! And 3, 2, 1.
The digital self is the aspect of the self that is expressed or shared with others through online interactions on the internet, specifically in the social networking sites.
Now, what is the concept of the digital self? Well, the digital self is the persona that you use when you are online. Some people have one or more identities that are distinct from their real world selves. Others have single online selves that are more or less the same as the one that they inhabit in the real world.
I'm sorry, the old tailor can't come to the phone right now.
also be at an elevated risk of experiencing a variety of difficulties when using the internet, partially due to their low self-regulation and susceptibility to peer strain. Students are still trying to multitask. They're going to search different social media sites when they're learning. This leads to a decrease in student success. In comparison, their ability to focus in their job at hand is greatly diminished due to the interruption of all these social networking platforms.
So hi guys! Nowadays, we are facing a problem that causes our life from normal to new normal. Since COVID-19 strikes the whole world, it causes pandemic where social interactions are not allowed. So today, I'm going to tell you the advantages of digital with the help of these technologies to our life and today's situation.
It helps us to stay connected with our loved ones that are away from us. With the help of different kinds of social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and many more. Digital also helps us to gather information that we needed in our daily lives. And lastly, it can make our life more easier and can connect us not just with our loved ones, but to the whole world with no hassle. So stay safe and be connected.
So, yun na nga lahat yun guys. Ang physical self, material self, political self, and last but not the least, the digital self. So, sana may natutunan po kayo guys. So, once again, kami ang Group 2. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. God bless us all.